Day 5 of walking 10,000 steps every day for May. Nice weather, that's nice. Had a busy morning today, we've been out and about, seeing some family. And yeah, quick trip to Morrison's to get some wine. Lucy's grandparents are coming down this afternoon. We're going to have a nice little Sunday dinner. And we might have to get out and do some walking this evening instead. So a slight change, but could have driven, but I've only done 2,800 steps and it's 1 p.m. so we've work to do. Let's get at it. Didn't mean to drop the phone, but it happens. Right, day 5. We're out again. Had a really busy day today. It's been really pleasant. We've done, I think about 8,500 steps. 8,407. So we're doing well. I did a little walk earlier, but nothing crazy. A few thousand steps. Topic for today is how to start a business. It's something I know a little bit about. I've been running Murgs now for 6 years, since 2017. 7 years in September, our first sale. And starting a business is both easier and harder than you think. Starting a business is easier than you think because you've just got to solve a problem for someone. And I know people say this all the time, but the problem you're solving can be a mixture of things. It can be price related. It could be a price sensitive issue. It could be a quality issue. It could be a performance issue. You know, people are dissatisfied with a number of things for a number of reasons. And when I started Murgs, it all started out with me having bad knees. That's what it was. And I looked for some knee supports. We went to one of the more popular brands that I guarantee you've heard of and purchased what I thought were a pair of knee sleeves for £35. They came and only one came. And I was like, oh, so either you send the one back or you double down and make it a pair. So I doubled down, bought another, was in for £70. This pair was 5mm thick and just didn't do an awful lot. Honestly, they were poor at best. And I remember sat there thinking, wow, I spent £70 and these are rubbish. And I set out to do better and decided I can do better than this for a better price with a better product. And that's how Murgs was started. And it's that simple. We started Murgs literally with just a pair of knee sleeves. We actually had some really ugly colours for our first pairs. The first pair was blue with a grey back, and the second pair was grey with a blue back. And I look back and I think, oh god, they were awful. Why didn't we just start with black? Well, it turns out we didn't discover black was sort of a theme of ours. Turns out now that's a bit of a unique selling point. That's a bit of a USP because our stuff's incredibly understated and minimalist. So yeah, we just solved that problem. We came in cheaper and better than the leading brand, and now we compete with them, with people literally leaving this brand to come to us. We offer a better service, we offer better customer support, we offer a better product and a better price. And when you weigh all those things up, isn't that all that business is? You know, there's a lot of nuanced things. We got cut off with somebody wanting to know where things are. But yeah, all business is offering a good product at a good price and having genuinely satisfied customers. You know, there's a lot of businesses out there that claim to put people over profits, but don't. Because then when it comes to their customer support and you look at their reviews, they're terrible. And it's like, that in itself's almost just PR and not quite accurate. So, yeah, just make good products for a good price, have great service, and that's all there is to it. And that's oversimplification because there's a lot more nuanced BS like getting the product out there. Some people say if your product's good enough, people will find out about it. Yeah, there's a bit of luck involved in that. You have to be good at telling people your product's good and then back it up with good products. So, but yeah, starting a business we started years ago just in a bedroom, and now we ship, I don't know, hundreds and thousands of orders all the time. So, well, we've come off the beaten track. I don't know where's anything, so I guess we just wing it and see what happens. Anyway, but yeah, so starting a business, it starts out just needing to solve a problem, and that often comes from a problem that you've got or you face. I'm even a big believer that you don't have to be an expert in the problem you're solving. No, scrap that. We sell a lot of stuff to weightlifters and crossfitters and bodybuilders. I'm not a pro bodybuilder, I'm not a pro crossfitter, I'm not an elite weightlifter, but I understand the problem. The problem started with bad knees and having knee pain. I understand that because I've lived it, and I've tried different solutions and different fixes, and I know what works. I know how to fix that issue. So you don't have to be elite in the sport, but you've got to understand it. You've got to know what you're doing and how it helps. Yeah, so it's sort of the same way that a Premiership football team manager doesn't need to be the best player on the team, but needs a good understanding of what he's doing and can look at it from a third person's perspective. That's probably the best analogy for running a business and it being successful. Another thing is, it just takes time, it takes ages, it takes years and years. I'm really glad I ran Murgs in the background while working full time in engineering for so long. Because if I'd have left engineering to run Murgs, I'd have just run out of money and been bankrupt ASAP. You just can't do it. There's very few that can, and there's a bit of a survivorship bias. You'll hear those where it worked, but you won't hear the thousands where it didn't. So bear that in mind. At the same time, you do hear from the winners. You don't hear much from the losers. So, what's that saying? 9,000 steps, we're nearly done. Nearly home time. What is it, 5 p.m? So, I'm looking forward to today being over. I've had enough. And then it's a bank holiday tomorrow, which to most people in traditional employment is great. When you work for yourself, that's just Monday. You're back to it. It's just another day's work. There's things to do on the list that never end. So we'll just stick at it. But if we've achieved anything today, we'll have done our 10,000 steps. And we'll have made a bit of a video, even if my brain's a bit scrambled. It's just about being better every day. That's all we're working on at the minute, just being a little bit better every day. At anything, at everything. Everything we do. Making slight improvements. And harnessing this OCD superpower to get it done, to get my jobs ticked off, like this walk. So we'll go home. Mum's now with the twins, the little girlies. They'll just be having whatever we have for tea, normally toast or cereal, that's our favourite thing. And it's bedtime for them little monsters. And then we won't hear from them till 7 a.m. tomorrow. And because it's a bank holiday but Mum works, they're with me all day. So we might have some walking with the dwarves. We shall see. Right, let's get cracking and get these steps finished off. My legs are killing. Ah, there we go. At last. 10,006 steps. I mean, this week, it might not show me this week. From the 1st There we go. One of the first times we've ever done 10,000 steps. 4 days on the trot. So, yeah, this right now I think is a record, which is quite embarrassing really, but this is life. And there'll be more people like me than wish to admit it. We live in a world where people like to be seen as better than they are, but we're trying to bring it back down to earth and keep it real around here. Anyway, home time, girls to bed, something to eat myself, and probably in bed for 8:30, 9 o'clock, because that's what you do when you're nearly 30, you've got kids and you work for yourself. You go to bed early, and yeah, that's all we've got time for. We'll be back tomorrow, and we'll do it all again.